My daughter Sydney has an easier path to death than to treatment in Ontario. My name is Joe Gesualdi, and I am here as Sydney's father. I am here because my daughter Sydney is running out of time, not because there is no treatment, but because she cannot access it. The issue is clear. Sydney was denied out-of-country care through the OHIP out-of-country funding process. A physician whose identity is being withheld from us has decided that she does not need surgery for this condition that her treating doctors have fully documented and fully supported, and for which they have recommended surgery. We are not told who this physician is. We are not told their credentials. We are not told the science that they have relied on. A nameless, faceless person is overruling the doctors treating my daughter. A faceless decision maker is deciding whether my child lives or dies, while she suffers invisibly and unspeakably. As summer approaches, families plan vacations, barbecues, time with friends. My daughter Sydney will spend it in bed, looking out a window, wearing a neck brace, hoping somebody is close enough when she needs help just to go to the bathroom. She will watch as her life passes her by. Sydney is a young woman who loves life, and we are watching that life disappear. Not because nothing can be done, but because the system will not act. There is something even harder to say. We have a clear pathway for MAID, for medical assistance in dying, but we do not have a clear pathway to prevent it. We have made it easier to access death than to access treatment. As a father, my fear is this: my daughter, who desperately wants to live, may one day feel that she has no choice, not because she wants to die, but because we failed to help her live. This is not hypothetical. We know how this progresses. Unspeakable pain, suffering, isolation, loss of dignity, and ultimately a vegetative state and likely death. It will reach a point where death itself feels like relief. The treatment she needs is not experimental. It has been done successfully here in Ontario. The expertise existed 10 years ago. It has been done in Ontario. So we ask, on what basis is care denied? What science supports these decisions? Because without transparency, there is no accountability. Public money has been spent. Programs exist. Experts have provided their input. Yet places like the Good Hope Ehlers-Danlos Clinic admit surgical services are not being delivered. So we ask, why are patients being sent there? Where are the results? Let me bring you back to Sydney. At night, I sometimes see her when I say goodnight to her, quietly putting makeup on, in a small mirror, by a dim light. She's not doing this for others. She's doing it to hold on to who she was, her dignity, her identity, her humanity. Now, imagine saying goodbye to her. Imagine us as a family holding her hand one last time, looking into her eyes one last time. Saying goodbye to a child who desperately wanted to live. This is not a distant possibility. I fear a day when living within the walls of a 24-hour care facility becomes intolerable, and she may choose death. This is my worst fear, not because medicine failed, but because the system did. I believe in our leaders. I believe if they understand the problem, they will fix it. That is why we are here today. One day people will ask, who knew? Who could have acted? And why didn't they? This is not about blame. This is about action. Our request is simple: transparency and immediate access to the OHIP out-of-country care and long-term solutions. Our job as parents is to make it known that the OHIP out-of-country process does not work for patients with EDS and CCI. Right now, the system offers my daughter a clearer path to death than it does to treatment. That should never be true in Ontario for any family. To our elected officials, who I truly believe in, please hear us. Please act. Please fix this broken process. To the Honourable Sylvia Jones, our Honourable MPP Teresa Armstrong has asked you to meet with us. Honourable Minister Sylvia Jones, I am now asking you to meet with us. Meet with our family and meet with Sydney. Thank you.